Hello and welcome to FTL Tech. It's a cool Battletech mod I found that I thought would make for a really interesting campaign. Rather than having the huge open expanded universe that's in the normal Battletech game and the open campaign that continues on for a long time, this is a very tightly focused scenario that we're going through. We're starting over here in this uninhabited system. We have to jump through these sequential systems to get to the final system and complete the final mission of the campaign, all within 120 days and against a very strict limit of how much money we can spend. The lance we start off with is going to be really weak, and we're going to have to upgrade that as we go. So we're going to have to balance taking risks on taking more missions to hopefully get more salvage against running out of time and running out of money before we actually get to the end. Let's just jump in. I'll show you what mechs we're starting with. We're playing as the hired goons for this run through. So we start off with a Cicada. We've got a Cicada 3C, and that's the PPC version. That's our heaviest mech right now. We've got a Jenner 7D, pretty good mech, an all-rounder light, probably one of the better lights. I kind of use it as a gunship. We've got an urban mech, A, because it doesn't show up in the campaign, B, it's actually good in this game. It's slow as hell, but that AC-10 packs a real punch, especially in the early game. And then we've got two Locust 1Ss because I'm evil to myself, apparently. I must be a masochist. So that's what we're going in with. We've got the standard mech warriors you'd expect at the start of a campaign. We've got Behemoth, Decker, Glitch, and Medusa, and my main character, Arachne. I'm just trying to get everyone to 4s and everything before I really go anywhere with their stats. Experience comes slower in this mod as well. There's a few of the mods I've thrown in. We'll encounter them as we go. Before we start, just have a quick look at our finances. We've got 10 million C-bills. In 120 days, we need to pay 10,171,000. So the chances of us ever making that much money in this campaign are very, very limited. So we have to get going as quickly as we can. We are, however, going to spend some of that money straight away on the power system ship upgrade. This is just so that we can get the second mech bay later on, and we're going to need it, and this is a prerequisite for it. I haven't decided if I'm going to be buying any other upgrades, but we definitely need power system 1 and mech bay. We might get some more repair and refit ones as well as we go, because it's going to get dicey if we're having to wait a long time to repair our mechs. What we need to do now is just get started. So we need to jump from this uninhabited system. I was just checking how many days it would take to jump to Cormadir. It's 11 days and it's going to cost 10 million C-bills. So we're going to have to make a lot of money as we go. But our first jump is to the alpha system. If you've played FTL, by the way, you might notice the layout of the systems is familiar. This mod takes a lot of inspiration from FTL. There's a lot more events than you'd normally expect, and yeah, we'll see it as we go. So let's jump to alpha. There's no shop in the starting system, so I couldn't buy any equipment to customize my mechs, and the equipment we start with isn't really enough to do anything special with them. This is just Darius nagging me that we've got the last mission to complete. We need to start the timer again. This event here, I believe, doesn't do anything as of yet, but will eventually change the universe for us. And we've got one more dice roll to do. And then we're going to get an event. So it's the Rumble Seed event, which comes up a lot in my campaigns. We can tell Dr. Murad to fix it, but that doesn't really do anything. We can tell everyone to live with it. I think that's a morale penalty. So we can just try and tell Dr. Murad to fix it, and that might get us less morale. Yeah, no lasting consequences on telling her to fix it. Okay. If we just quickly check the star map, I think it might have reconfigured because of those dice rolls. Yeah. So you can see now the systems are split up into different ownerships, which means that reputation is going to matter as well. And we're going to encounter different factions in these systems. The first system is around a restoration system, so we're not too worried about our reputation too much there because we start off with extra rep for around restoration, I believe. Let's just get back to getting there. So other mods that I've got in this campaign, we've got the panic system mod, which simulates stress and fatigue for pilots who are getting shot at a lot and can cause them to eject. If a pilot ejects from a mech, you get more salvage from it. We've got a firing line mod, which just changes the colors of your weapons to indicate exactly what's going on with them. It makes it a bit more clear when you're firing indirect shots or shots that are blocked. We've got JK's variants. We've got a lot more mech showing up, which is going to make salvage a lot harder. But to counterbalance that, you only need 2 pieces of salvage to recover a mech now. There's a few other little things. There's a sound replacement showing up. We'll see as we go. So we've arrived at the system, and we kind of need to jump into a contract straight away because we're already down to 7,910,000 C-bills. So let's see what Darius has got for us. Okay, we've got quite a lot of contracts. I've upped the amount of contracts just to make things a little bit more interesting. There's an ambush convoy here, which we'd probably be quite good at. There's a battle, one skull battle in a tundra. It's got good pay. We can probably take a 1 skull pretty easily. It's for the Davians, which isn't great, but I think I'm going to jump into this one. I'm not going to negotiate for anything extra at this point. We're getting plus 29 rep for completing this mission. Actually, I'd like 2 pieces of salvage, because 2 pieces can get us a full mech, so we'll go into that. And we need mechs right now more than money, at least to start with. Let's just set out the mechs we're taking. So we're taking the Jenner, the Cicada, the Urban Mech, and one of the Locusts. I'm going to pilot the Jenner. We're going to put Behemoth in the Urban Mech because she's got Bulwark. Glitch is going in the Cicada because she's got the highest gunnery to go with that PPC. And we'll put Decker in the Locust to see what happens. And I'll see you in the mission. Okay, here we go with our first mission. Let's see what we're up against.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, it's a night mission in a tundra, so this is good for the Jenner. The Jenner is a mech that runs ridiculously hot, so the Arctic conditions will help it. There is a geothermal here. I'm not too worried about running over it, really. We're not really going to get into combat straight away this turn, and we'll be able to sink off all of the heat. We're not going to be generating any heat, so we can cross this fine. Looks like the enemy are going to be up this hill. It's a bit foggy. I've fought up this hill before, actually. We've got some good cover here, here, and here, but they'll have lots of cover as well. Let's just see what we're up against and move up. Everything we have is ridiculously fast, apart from the AC-10 mount carrying, toting Urban Mech, but it's got the range that doesn't matter a huge amount, especially because we've already got enemy contacts. Everyone's got lots of stacks of evasion, so I'm pretty happy to engage this way. Let's see what we're up against. The enemy's probably going to get the first action. Okay. We can try and see what this is, and maybe take a shot at it while it's got no evasion or guarded status or cover, but I think I'm just going to let the AI do its thing. Oh, it could actually be a medium mech. It is a medium mech, okay. It's a Cicada 2B. So this is a JK variant Cicada, which I'm not familiar with. Looks like it's got 2 medium lasers, both of which just missed. It's got 2 medium lasers and a flamer, and no armor whatsoever. It's packing 12 armor in the center torso and 7 armor in the side torso, 6 armor in the legs. I'm going to kick it with my Jenner. I can't kick it with the Jenner. Can I kick it with a Locust? I can do 15 melee damage. That's not going to make it unsteady, though. I'm just worried about these 4 stacks of evasion, but let's just get shooting at it. So Decker can take the first hit. Well, the first shot.
Time to earn our money.
He's just detected another medium mech further up the hill. So I want to kill this Cicada as quickly as possible. It's got so little armor that even the SRM2s are doing serious damage to it. So this pilot is now fatigued. That means he's taking penalties, from what I understand, to his panic rolls, and it increases the chance of him jumping out. That is a mech. That's a Blackjack, I think. 2 AC2s. It's not good. It was a lucky hit as well against 4 stacks of evasion. Let's get the Jenner moving next, and he'll get Arachnid to take some shots.
All weapons, go.
It's a really weird chassis. 2 medium lasers and a flamer. The Cicada is such a joke of a mech. We'll bring the Cicada around this way. I'd rather keep the range on it. No, actually, we'll bring it into the forest and we'll take the shot from there. And then we'll try and finish it off with an AC-10 shot if we're lucky.
Got it.
Cool, there goes a leg. We'll try and take a cold shot at the other leg then.
Yes, Commander.
See, she's got a shot from here at 65%. If we jump her forward... Oh, that's not a jump, that's a sprint. It's still at 65, so I'm tempted just to sit up here with her for now. And take the shot of the leg. It's only a 15% chance to hit the leg, but we'll take it.
Locking on target.
Brilliant. 1 mech down on the first turn. That's some decent salvage as well. Although it's not a mech I particularly want. It might have good hard points and it's just been built really badly. That's an 8Z Panther, which I believe has a... Yeah, it's got a large laser and LRMs. Or no, it's an SRM4. Okay. It's... I guess the Panther 9R. It's similar. Poor Decker's already taken a beating. So this thing has an SRM4 and a large laser minus. Do you see that? I don't know what a large laser minus entails. It might generate extra heat. Let's just rebuild the Locust's evasion. We can bring it to here, and it's got a shot on this Panther from close range. I'm being very aggressive with the Locust. But I'm guaranteed 4 stacks of evasion every time I move it, and I just want to keep pushing. That's pretty good shooting, Decker.
I think I hit something good.
I think you did. Okay. It's out us again, so let's bring the Jenner up as well. It can take a hit from the Blackjack, if that is a Blackjack. I haven't actually seen if I've revealed it yet. I should check that. Actually, we know the Jenner's going to reveal it because we had a line to it. It's a Blackjack 1DC, which has small lasers. 4 medium... Is that 3 medium lasers? Yeah, 3 medium lasers. 2 small lasers. No, it's 4 medium lasers. I can't read. 2 AC2s. That's a pretty scary Blackjack. That's got a really scary Alpha Strike. But let's try and take out this Panther. I could Precision Strike, but I'll keep it in pocket for now. Where is it keeping the SRM ammo? It's in the left torso. Because we could try and focus fire that. Now, I doubt you've got a shot from there. No. If we jump you... If we walk you to here, you've got a shot. At 55%, which isn't great. But we'll turn it into a precision shot, and we'll try and hit that side torso. I really like the Urban Mech. I like mechs that don't look too humanoid, which is why I quite like the Starting Lance, because nothing in it's too humanoid. This is probably not going to hit. Took off the other torso. Okay, well there goes the large laser. Let's see what the Blackjack does. I'm a little bit worried about the Blackjack, but I want to take the Panther out of the equation first. That was pretty bad, but it could have been worse. We're going to get Decker out of the competition entirely after this turn. And we'll get the Cicada up. We're probably going to do some melee attacks with the Cicada against the Blackjack. Because it doesn't have very much armor. Good. Okay, that's another mech down. This is a really easy mission because they're coming out with such low armor, but we don't have a particularly strong lance either, so I'm not complaining too much. Let's get Decker out of here. He's just going to sprint down out of line of sight. I don't want him taking any more fire. Next turn he can come up and take a shot after everyone else is gone. I really like the look of the Locust. I wish it was a more useful mech. Okay. Can Arachne get up behind him? She can, but she's going to be close. I'm tempted to leave it and force him to move first. Because then we can get behind him. I wouldn't mind salvaging this Blackjack, actually. I'm not a huge fan of the mech, but it's a lot better than a Locust. Okay, you get behind him. Here sounds good. Oof, is that really in arc? I mean, that looks dicey. I know the game says it's in arc. Let's find out. I've got 2 turns of fire from behind with the Jenner, which is great, although we're getting close to overheating. Yeah, it's a shot. I'm going to take the precision strike on his center torso. Perfect. Okay, that was easy. That was an easy first mission. So easy, in fact, that I think we're just going to jump into a second mission this video because that took no time at all. We didn't take any damage apart from on the Locust, so we just swapped that into another Locust. I've never actually taken a job from the Fed Sons, really, so I've never really noticed the liaison portrait for them. Not a huge amount of rep, unfortunately. Nobody was injured. Locust is slightly damaged. We could just swap that for the other Locust. What are we looking at for salvage? Unfortunately, we don't have any parts of the 1DC. There's a medium laser with -2 accuracy there. Let's grab the Cicada parts, and we'll grab a piece of that Blackjack. We got the Panther part as well. We got the negative accuracy medium laser. I've got an AC2, which is useful. What I might do is see if that Cicada has decent hard points. I might refit it, or I know that the the Cicada 3C that we've got does have decent hard points. I can refit it to have small lasers.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Okay, so Yang just thinks the 2B is bad. Let's have a quick look at it. It has 6 energy hardpoints and 2 support hardpoints, but it just can't mount any armor at all. What a truly terrible robot. I mean, I could put a small laser in there instead of a flamer, but I just want to throw this whole thing in the bin. Yeah, we're just gonna salvage this. Well, we'll keep it now just in case, but we're probably gonna salvage it. Let's repair the Locust. What have we got? 4 missile, 1 energy. Yeah, we'll just repair it. So we're going to take 1,000 Seabills, that's fine. We're back up to 8 million Seabills. Let's just jump into our next contract ASAP. Let's have a look. We've got another 1-star here. It's another battle in the desert. I'm pretty happy to go into that. It's in a desert, so it is going to be extra hot, which isn't great for the Jenner, but we're just going to go straight into it. It's for the Turians. I'm just going to ask for extra salvage. I want to try and get us a decent starting mech, and we'll just swap in this Locust. We're going to take Decker again. I want to get experience on all of my guys. Let's go. And here we go. Let's jump in and see what's going on in this desert.
Command interface initiated.
So because it's a Spring the Trap mission, the primary target should be a pretty cool prize. This is a nice place to jump Behemoth up to. But let's just sprint forward with everybody as I like to do and engage as quickly as possible. We'll bring the Locust around this way.
On it.
Let's see what we got. We've picked something up. Come on, Decker. No dancing. That's a light mech. Let's let it come to us. It's a Firestarter M. Firestarter M has medium lasers, small lasers. That's not a bad loadout. That's not a great shot though, and I don't think it picked up much evasion there with its movement. Well, it picked up a decent amount. Okay. Let's open up with Decker like we did last time. We could maybe bring him to here and get... That's a destructed shot, but it's already at a high evasion target. We're just doing this to strip evasion. So I really don't mind those odds. I'm not running the true hit chance mod because I really don't care.
Let's see how you like this.
Okay, we hit with 1 medium laser. We're up against another mech that's got really bad armor, so we shouldn't be too hard to fight. Okay, we'll get Arachne up on this next. She's going to cut this direction as well. That's a nice spot for her. Don't think we'll get a height advantage on this shot. We do get a height advantage. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, the chances to hit are abysmal, but we're going to take the Alpha Strike. That wasn't bad. 2 medium lasers hit. We've stripped all the armor off both side torsos. I'm going to go with the Cicada next because I want to fire at him with 1 evasion when I use the Urban Mech. I like that spot. I like that spot a lot.
On my way. Here we go.
That's alright. We're expecting to miss a few times when we're shooting at a guy with 4 evasion. Let's bring this guy up. We'll put him in the forest for now.
Copy that.
And we'll take the shot. I love that cockpit on the Urban Mech. That's a 70% chance to hit.
Taking the shot.
It was a miss, unfortunately. Back to the top of the round. And we can hopefully finish him off this turn.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements.
No vehicles.
Heading your way.
So that's probably a striker. Although that's a 11-15 maybe? Okay, we've got first action, which is great. I'm actually going to take another shot with the Urban Mech. Oh, I thought it was a headshot. And that's her bulwark now. There's another mech coming. It's got a PPC. It's a good shot too. we've got another go at this fire starter, so I want to take it.
Copy that.
Come on, Arachnate. Let's finish this guy off.
Copy that.
Cool. At the moment, I'm more interested in killing the enemies very, very quickly than too much about salvage unless I see something that I really, really want. And so far, I haven't seen anything that I really, really want. So we've got 2 vehicles. The PPC is great against the vehicles. It's a J. Edgar Hoover tank. Hoover tank, hover tank. I just fell for the joke.
Reporting structural damage.
Okay, so we've got a J. Edgar Hoover here with 2 evasion. We've got something up here and something up here. I'm wondering if I can bring Glitch around this way. No. Let's just bring Glitch to here where she'll have 4 evasion and show me what my targets are. And hopefully kill one of the vehicles. So we're looking at a Panther 9A lag, which is an SRM4 and a PPC. I don't know why that has a different designation when it's just... Oh, it's an SRM instead of an L. No. Don't know why it's got that designation. Maybe it hasn't got jump jets. Does it have jump jets? It has no jump jets. That's the difference. No, it does have jump jets. I don't know. We've got a Striker LRM, so it's just got an LRM 15, and we've got a Galleon tank. I'm going to take the shot at the Striker.
Here we go.
Oh, and that didn't kill it. That is grim. So the Galleon's moving up. Good, I'm glad you missed. Let's see if we can get Decker in a position where he can finish that Striker off.
What's up, boss?
Bearing in mind that he only gets a medium laser shot.
Roger that.
Actually, he's got the SRM2s as well on the J. Edgar. I keep thinking it's a Locust 1V, because that's something I've used in another campaign that I just played on my own. Okay, these tanks are going to be a lot harder to kill, I think. They've got a lot more armor than I'm used to. Striker's going to do some lurming. Thank goodness for high evasion. And let's get Decker. He hasn't really got a good position he can get to unless I want him right up there. Let's leave Decker for now. What's the urban mech got a shot on? The hover. Let's just kill the tank. We'll take a precision strike to make sure that it dies. We hope.
Roger.
That was a great shot. Fantastic. The ground over there was a really big threat. I don't really get the deal with this Panther. It just seems like a standard 9R loadout. Jenner will come up to here.
On the move.
And I'll actually start shooting at the Panther. I think. I think I want to take fire at this hover tank.
Affirmative.
Okay, that's one tank down.
Vehicle fragged.
And then we'll get Decker to reserve until the Galleon's gone. And what we're going to do is get the Cicada to try and stomp on the Galleon if it can make it, and then we'll get the Locust to shoot at the Striker. If I can get a good shot at it, that's perfect.
On my way.
The reason I'm getting it to stomp is you do double damage with melee attacks and then both MGs will fire, and I'm hoping that's enough. Please finish this off. Nope. Okay. That's a bit disappointing. Glitch, you can't get close enough. I might get you to shoot at the Striker, actually, just to try and kill it. Yeah, take this shot, please.
Right, Commander.
Okay, that's fine. It's not a problem. We can deal with this. It's a little bit close, really. Still got a few hits, though. We're doing fine for damage at the moment. No one's ever taken anything too serious.
Good to go.
Decker is taking a couple of shots. I'd really like to take care of this, but it's in an awkward position now. I don't really want to put him in here. I could put him here. I'm not too worried about showing the rear armor because that Lucas basically has no armor.
I copy.
No, it was a terrible shot. I should have focused on something else. I realize now that that's a really bad idea. That's okay. We're doing alright. I'm not really too concerned. He's doing some nice evasion tanking for us. Okay. Let's maybe do something about this Panther. I think.
Good to go.
Although the Jenner's running so hot, it's going to be a slight problem. You can only fire 2 medium lasers this turn. And miss with one of them. But I want to take him out of the picture. Not a great shot, but since you missed a 75% last time, I'm not really that worried. Okay, not great.
That didn't hit.
I noticed. Let's see what Glitch can do for us. We're too close to getting to a PPC duel, really. The Cicada does 25 melee damage. It's not worth it.
Moving to position. Firing on target.
I keep reading this thing's designation, this PNT 9 gag, and it just makes you want to kill it even more. The striker is really annoying me. Okay. I realize that I've split my fire between 3 different targets, which is something I'm very focused on usually not doing. And that's what's really strung this engagement out.
Good to go. Got it.
Oh, come on. I know it's a 55%, but you can do better. I believe in you. Let's see what the Panther does. It's going in for a close combat attack. And it took off the whole side. I think we're going to close combat back because we're just running so hot.
Receiving you.
Good. That was a good hit. He's fatigued now as well.
Standing by.
Let's see what you got, Decker. I need you to make a good shot here.
Here it comes.
That was better. Okay. And then we're going to kick it in the back with the Cicada and hope that we either penetrate the rear armor or knock it down. If we penetrate the rear armor, we need to hope the machine guns set off the SRM ammo. And we'll get Arachnate out of there after this round.
Commander? Got it.
Okay, we took off the left arm, which is the arm we don't really care about. And we made him eject. Cool. Okay, we stressed the guy out enough that he pulled the punch. Pulled the punch, pulled the yellow lever. That means we should get 2 pieces of Panther. Okay, that was a heavy hit.
I'm taking internal damage.
The Jenner's really taking a bad time at the moment. Okay, let's get the Locust up here. And what side? It's the left side, which is the side we're coming down on. Cool. Let's take a shot. This should hopefully just be a mop-up now. Yeah, there's just the Galleon left. We've got our whole team shooting at it.
down.
What type of shot is Behemoth got?
Waiting for orders.
I know you might... I know there's some argument over whether it's Behemoth or Behemoth. I think it just depends on where you grew up. Behemoth just... It's funny, when I read it in my head, I hear Behemoth, but when I say it, I automatically just say Behemoth. Good shot. And that should be the end of the mission. Excellent. Good work, team.
Mission successful.
That's 2 missions complete already. We've got a decent amount of money already. Not too bad on repairs. I don't think we've got any injuries. And if we're lucky, we've just got ourselves a Panther. Although I'd rather have that Firestarter, I think. Still not getting very much in the way of rep, though. That's the only problem. So yeah, no injuries. The Cicada and the Jenner might be out of action for a little while. Hopefully the Cicada doesn't take too long to repair. For salvage, we didn't get enough bits of the Firestarter, but we can make ourselves a Panther and maybe pick up a plus 50% crit LRM or plus 1 accuracy medium laser, which is pretty good. Minus 10 DFA self-damage, plus 10 DFA damage, 50 resistance. Let's grab 2 bits of Panther, because I'd rather take the Panther than the Cicada we got. And I'm actually going to take this plus accuracy medium laser. And we got another piece of Panther and some Semestrum 2s. You'll notice we're getting a little bit more salvage than we're negotiating for. I believe that's to do with the FTL mod. Because it's such a tight time limit, I think the guy who's made it has increased the amount of salvage you get if you ask for more, just to try and make things a little bit more competitive. Okay.
Ready to fight, Commander.
So I think the 9LAG actually has an enhanced engine by the looks of it.
Job's done, Commander.
So we need to kick out a mech, really. And I want to kick out this, because it's awful. Okay. That's us. All we're going to do very quickly is have a look at our repairs. So the Cicada, I'm tempted to refit it actually, because it has 4 support hardpoints, and you can take the PPC off, replace it with a medium laser, and fit 4 small lasers. And because we've got the Panther can carry the PPC and be our long range support, and we can put a lot more armor on the Cicada and use it as a close combat mech, which sounds bizarre, but that's where I think I'm going to go. However, I need 4 small lasers to do that. I currently have 2. And I think we've got a massive penalty to buy things at the store. If we have a quick look. Small lasers. Small lasers are 36,000. We're at an 80% price increase, which isn't too... It's awful, but I think we can afford to buy 2 small lasers. There's a 54 one, which is plus 1 accuracy. I don't care about accuracy on a small laser. If I get a small laser with plus damage, I'm all over that. So let's go back into the mech bay and quickly refit the Cicada, because we can do some missions while it refits. So we'll do a refit. We'll repair all. We'll take out the PPC. We'll definitely take out the MG ammo. We'll take out the MGs. We'll take out this heatsink for now. And then we'll fit a medium laser and make sure not to fit the minus accuracy one. And then we'll fit 4 small lasers. Hilariously, 2 of them fit on the legs, which does not render properly, but whatever. So now we're sitting at 33 out of 40 tons. This thing does not need to worry about heat. So let's just go ahead and bump up the armor. I'm going to play a sort of honor Iron Man in that I'm not going to cheat my armor. So the maximum amount of armor you can actually apply to a location is this number here. You can't actually put 150 armor front and back on a mech. So my armor has to add up to 100. I actually want to max center torso armor, so I can have a maximum of 90 in the front. And then legs are fine. I'll bring the legs up to 55 maybe. And then we'll bring up the side torsos as well. These are basically ablative arms. I'm not too worried about them. We're still doing good. Let's bring this up to 20 just as an extra point there. That gives us 80 to put on the front, but I think I'll go 70-30. No, let's go 80. Let's push it. If he's going to be close combating, I wouldn't mind a little bit more rear armor. Okay, that's all maxed out, maxed out, maxed out. We've still got quite a lot of tonnage available. Let's just max out the leg armor. We've still got several tons. Let's max out the arm armor. Okay, and then we'll add some heat sinks, I guess. In fact, we'll crit pad the side torsos. And yeah, we're just going to have to go in half a ton underweight. because I can't actually add any more armor to these locations without breaking the rules of the game, which I'm not willing to do. So we're always going to have an underweight alert on this mech, but I don't care. Well, we could actually put a jump jet on it because it takes up half a ton. If I do that and then strip half a ton from here, okay, we've got one jump jet on our guy. It's going to take 6 days, which isn't terrible, and it's only going to cost 13 grand. We'll also repair the Jenner. We need to fix its arm. Oh, I might not have enough medium lasers for the arm. Let's have a look. No, oh, that's the wrong thing. I've got medium lasers. Yeah, I've got tons of medium lasers. 2 medium lasers, please. Actually, let's put on one of the plus accuracy ones. Okay, I'm quite happy with the standard Jenner setup. And I'm just going to change things so that the Jenner gets repaired first. And then we'll just very quickly visit the Mech Warriors and check to see if we've got any level ups to give out.
Waiting for orders.
We'll get Gunnery 4 on Decker, which is good, and Medusa hasn't been used yet. Cool. Okay. Well, that's our first episode. I'm going to keep going with this. We've got 111 days left. We've made a really good start. We're up to 8,235,000. It's going to cost 2 million a jump. So we want to try and make as close to 2 million each time before we move on as we can. But obviously, the clock is ticking. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.